Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairy Muppet. Welcome back to another Daily Masters. I'm just kidding. This is actually game number 3 of... Oh shit, I've completely forgotten. It's this is the semi-finals of the WCS Season 2 final tournament, and it's game number 3 between First and Jaedong. Look, it's a Protoss versus Zerg game, and these guys are going to go nuts because everybody goes nuts in Starcraft 2 because it's all part of the game. So, yeah, there we go. Actually, best of 5 series, Jaedong has won 2 games so far. He's done a really, really awesome job, but then again, he is a really, really awesome player, so we expect nothing less from our really, really awesome Zerg players. Oh, and our Protoss and Terran players and blah, 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 blah. This is absolutely shithouse introduction, isn't it? I've completely faffed it up, but whatever. You've already watched 2 games. You have to watch the 3rd game because, yeah, otherwise you don't know what's going to happen. So, yeah, Jaedong in this game. I mean, in the previous 2 games, he won the last 2 games. It's 2-0 at the moment. First game, crazy play. It was Ling Ultra, and there was like 6 Ultras out, fully upgraded at the 17-minute mark, which is absolutely insane. And he had a crap load of Lings as well, using to his advantage the fact that Lings and Ultras share upgrades, and between them, they counter every single ground unit that the Protoss player absolutely has. You think about it. You've got the main 4, which is the Zealot, Stalker, Colossus, and Immortal. Those are the main 4 damaging units. And you got sentries as well, but they're sort of, yeah, all over the place. Oh, this poor pro, man. He got so close to actually doing something useful in this game, and in the end, he just fudged it. So, he is not going to be happy with himself, but he has actually got this base down a little bit faster. So that's going to be interesting. This Nexus takes 100 to build. This hatchery takes 100 to build. This is very interesting. I thought maybe the hatchery would be a little bit faster, but maybe not. Anyway, Jaedong definitely got the, I don't know if he went for a pull first by choice or whether he had to put it down when the hatchery got delayed, but regardless, he does have a pull down first, and you know what, that's awesome. And he's going to get another hatchery over here. Drone almost getting lost there, but just getting back on track at the last minute. Otherwise, he would have been lost off in the sticks somewhere, and would have had to get the mailways out, would have had to call up somebody, go on Google Maps, blah, 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 blah. It would be quite embarrassing. Fortunately for him, no, he's going to be a hatchery, and you really can't laugh at hatcheries too much anymore because, yeah, they can just punch you in the face by, I don't know, spawning out a whole bunch of units who will then go and punch you in the face, which is pretty awesome. Cyber Core going down. We love the good old Cyber Core. It's kind of the linchpin of all of the Protoss tech routes. You can't really get anything in the 2nd tab unless you have a Cyber Core. It's sort of like the lair for the Zerg player, and I don't know what it's like for the Terran. I don't think the Terran have an equivalent, unless it is actually the barracks. Yeah, the barracks is sort of, it's a building unit, but it's also a core tech unit or something like that, whatever. But the Cyber Core, yeah, it's definitely one of the most important buildings for the Protoss player. And yes, if you didn't know that already, then you're welcome. You're quite welcome for that bit of information. I am here to help, as always. And there's something on my keyboard. There it is. Alright, got rid of it. Good stuff. We've got workers going on. Jaedong is yet to kick in to his crazy amount of workers, but he's starting to get into there. As always, he'll try and get about 10 to 15 ahead. Oh, these Lings, man, kiting the Zealot. Oh, it's like little kids running around some old guy with a cane, and the little kids, they just sort of keep poking him, and the old guy's like, come here, you little bastards, and tries to whack them, but they're too fast. That old guy is really, really grouchy, man. They should put him in an old person's home ASAP and get him on a lot of drugs, because yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair enough, man. Respect for elders and all that, but if you got a big stick and you just like hitting people with it, then you got to go in an old person's home, because that's just the way it is. So Overlord doing a bit of scouting, And he's like, this is so bullshit, man. I remember back in the days when Zerg players used to actually research Overlord speed, and that was his last thought because he just died. But there's going to be another one over here, and he's like, yeah, I'll tell you what, man, this is total bullshit. And meanwhile, this oh my god, this is so hilarious. It could not have been a better time for a bunch of lings to kill a zealot. Oh my god. Oh, there you go. Revenge of the little kids on the old guy, and now we do not need to book him into an old person's home anymore because he's gone to a better place. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah, let's get back together. Alright, these lings are going to get chased away quite nicely here. They might die, but they may not die. They really want ling speed to try and breach this sort of defense, get some scouting off, maybe get some workers off. But right now they are just so slow and stupid. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine. 66 workers, so Jaedong's in a very nice place with his worker count. He's getting a... It must be a macro hatch. He's building a macro hatch over here. So that's pretty cool. Not really much going on in terms of tech options. He's got a roach warren, so that's good. We're not seeing any post-tech, but we do have the lair. This is actually the spawn lava thing. This is not like an upgrade or anything. Of course, you guys already knew that, but I'm just, you know. So I'm sure if 100 people saw this video and one person wasn't sure about that, then you know it's kind of worth. It's worth me saying it. It's probably not worth me explaining the entire scenario about why I said that though. That's probably a waste of time. And I'm quite sure there's probably something else that I could be talking about right now instead of talking about how I waste time too much. But the fact is, once you're in the middle of a sentence, or a paragraph, like a phrase or some sort, it's hard to stop. It really is, especially when because you're commentating, you're trying to keep the momentum going, and sometimes the momentum starts in the wrong way, and it's hard to stop. It's very hard to stop. Like, oh, those pullings. Alright, they got taken out. 4th base down, but I do not know if that 4th base is ever going to see the light of day. We do have a bunch of roaches and no immortals here, so with some nice flanking, Jaedong could perhaps get some stuff here, but what is he doing here? These guys getting killed. He's not paying attention right now. He's going to push those guys in, going to flank there, but this, I mean, he lost about 5 or 6 roaches there. Yeah, look at this. Units lost. It's actually up to date, so... Oh, warping out. That is the, I don't know. I was about to say it's the coward's way to go, but then again, well, what's that saying? Those who fight and run away live to fight another day. Something like that. I don't know if it quite works because you can rebuild units, so you can fight another day even if you do lose all your units, but I suppose it does sort of work. Look at the roaches, man. What are they trying to do? They're going for the forge with the upgrades coming out. And did not get to cancel that, but sort of put himself in a bit of a sticky position. And the force field's all over the place, but he's still got range to hit a lot of these guys. And I feel like Jaedong is actually in a pretty good position here. He's got the units. He is starting to lose a lot of them though, but the Ling reinforcements coming in, and Lings versus Stalkers. He's actually got some changelings in here. I thought for a sec that Jaedong was accidentally going to see those, but no, he did not. And the changeling is just going to stick back there. Yeah. He's just going to take care of the zealots, and then the lings will take care of the stalkers, so that's pretty awesome. Got a whole bunch more lings coming out. Corruptors as well. He is really expecting Colossus to come out sometime soon. The Forge, rebuilding the Forge, man, that would have hurt. Gateway. No, oh my god. Are we seeing a game where he doesn't even have a Robo Bay? I think we are seeing a game where he doesn't even have a Robo Bay. He's got a Twilight Council. And that was for Blink. He might be getting Zealot Leaks as well, but right now, first is going completely off the page. He is going for a mass gateway Blink Stalker build. And this may actually do something crazy because Jaedong is actually sending his Corruptors in, so I feel like he's not too worried about the Colossus, but he's going to send him in for a bit of scout. Corruptor's going to walk around. He's going to see, oh my god, that is a lot of gateways. OMG, guys, OMG. And yeah, Jaedong is going to have to deal with it. And I feel like Mutas is not the way to deal with a Blinkstalker army. It's like the worst thing he could possibly be doing. He's going to have to tech switch. No doubt a large amount of Lings is going to be an essential part of his plan. But he's actually capped out, so he can't build Lings. So we'll just have to see. The Lings running in, the Mutas running in as well. The Mutas are not going to be doing that well, but the Lings are going to be... Oh, he's actually going to warp out, but he can't keep doing that constantly. He's moved him over there, and the Stalkers actually in a really good position because they've got buildings all over themselves. So the Lings are going to be doing crap all to this army. The Lings finally getting taken out. The Muta's going to have to run. Really, really awesome play there by First to save all his Stalkers and to kill all of those Lings, because of course the worst place you can be attacking a Stalker army with a massive amount of Lings is in a crap load of buildings, because you just cannot surround them as much as you would like. Just destroying a pylon there, that's pretty nice. 52 Lings on the way, so Jaedong knows how to deal with Blinkstalkers. I don't think we can have any doubt of that anymore, if any of you guys ever had any doubt of that in the first place, which I'm not saying you did. Well, I suppose I am saying you did, because I did kind of go off on this tangent for a reason, but that would be your assumption, and haha, you guys are probably wrong, because the fact is, half of the shit I say is for no reason at all. The fact is, as a commentator, you just got to keep on talking, and if shit doesn't make sense, then you know what? Stop listening to me and start watching the goddamn game, because that is what you're here for. The Muta's going into the Stalkers and actually trying to do some Mothership Core going away. First is Jaedong's not going to have that thing happen to him again. He's not going to have these guys warp away. They're getting into the buildings. There's a ton of Stalkers though, but they're wasting most of their fire on the Lings. Muta's going in. The Lings are starting to all die, and the Mutas are going to be in a lot of trouble if they stick around. So there they go. Off they go. And this Zealot's like, whoa, ho, ho, I am freaking awesome. He's like Zeus or Hercules or something like that. He looks really, really buff, man. I don't know if you can tell, but he's got muscles coming out of his muscles inside that suit, man. He is like, I have no words to describe how freaking awesome that guy is, but he's actually, we've got Baneling speed coming out, so he's decided that Lings are not enough. He needs to get some Banelings in on the thing, and Banelings versus Stalkers. Not something we've ever seen. Maybe he's just gonna think about using them against the Zealous when there's Zealous out, but it's mainly Stalkers, so yeah. Very interesting. I feel like right now Jaedong is he's sort of in a little bit of a conundrum as to how to best kill this Stalker army. He knows he needs to use Lings, but so far First has been retreating very nicely to save his Stalkers from the Lings. But oh, look at this beautiful attack, and there's actually a crap ton of Zealots there. So very, very nice defense. More Zealots coming in, and Jaedong will eventually wear them down, but he'll lose so many units, and the opportunity to take down the Nexus has effectively been denied. But here comes the Mutas going straight for the throat. Oh, they're trying to go for the Stalkers. This is not a good idea, guys. Although the Banelings are coming in, no Baneling speed, and suddenly the Stalkers, they blinked towards the Banelings. What the hell, man? What the hell? Worst. That is one of the biggest fails I've ever seen, man. The Stalkers blinked in towards the Banelings. Why would you do that First? Why would you do that? Alright, we got to go back and check that out. That's the 19-minute mark. After this game ends, I feel like Jaedong's just going to completely own, but we got to go back and have a look at that, because I do not understand that move. There may have been some extenuating circumstances in that particular move that forced First to do that, but I feel like he just sort of screwed up there. He just didn't see the Banelings. He thought he'd blink right under the Mutas and just wipe them all out, but he just blinked into a pack of Banelings instead, and oh my god. So bad. So bad. Here we go. A bunch more Banelings coming out. He's finally got Baneling speed, so that's going to be a lot better. And the Stalkers going to try and blink. Here we go. The Mutas coming in, and there's so many Mutas on the field, like 40 of the damn things. They actually can start to overwhelm the Stalkers. Really, really nice. He's trying to do some blink micro, but it's just too much. And finally, everything is going to be wiped out. So Congratulations to Jaedong for taking out the third game, and who knew that Mutaling would work versus Stalkers, man? I mean, it's a little bit crazy, but Jaedong made it work. So there we go. Moving on, moving back actually, we're going to be checking out this absolute crazy blunder. I feel like it's a blunder. I feel like it can't really be anything else. Where is it? What are you seeking? There we go. Stop seeking all that crap. Alright, so we got the Stalkers here. Big, bad bunch of Stalkers right there. And the Muta's coming in. These guys walking around, saying hi. Blinking under the Mutas. Muta's going down like there's nobody's business. The Baneling's coming in. Stalkers running, blinking. Why did they blink into the Banelings? I don't know. They weren't blinking away from anything here. There was nothing here that caused them to blink back. I can only assume he didn't see the Banelings. He was blinking under the Mutas to try and knock them out, and he blinked into a pack of Banelings. And oh my god, look at the tally right there. 70 Stalkers lost. And he had 2 Archons at some point. But I mean, no, fair enough. I mean, Jaedong, Jaedong actually lost less, but he lost a lot more pure units. So I mean, 38 Roaches, 225 Lings. That's crazy. That's more than most people make in a single game. That's how many he lost. So really, really insane. I'll actually keep that up there because, yeah, 20 probes down, no workers. So Jaedong did not lose a single worker in this game. And that is what you get from being on the aggressive side of the map. So really nice job there. And yeah, good stuff. Very nice stuff. I'm starting to feel like the Zealots don't actually get killed in one Baneling hit. I feel like it takes a couple or something like that. Which is probably correct, but yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, even workers don't kill in one attack, I don't think. I think it takes 2 Baneling hits to kill them or something. I don't know. I do not know. Banelings. 90 damage to structures, and this thing doesn't show up, so I can't tell that much. But I feel like maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of Widow minus splash damage. But whatever. Moving on, Jaedong has won. It's kind of obvious, but he's won the best of 5 series. Moving on to the grand finals is where he is going to be going. So congratulations to Jaedong. And first, unfortunately, our Protoss player is out of the tournament. But yeah, he did a pretty good job. He definitely pulled out some crazy stuff himself in this third game. I mean, mass blink Stalkers, not something you usually see in the master days of Colossus and Storm and Void Rays and all that other fancy sort of stuff. Just going straight up blink Stalkers. And you saw Jaedong was building Corruptors, so he was fully expecting Colossus to come out, but instead he faced mass blink Stalkers. And he countered them very effectively with the Lings and later on with the Banelings, and that, oh, so bad. All those Stalkers blinking into the Banelings, that was just very hard to watch, which is why we're going to watch it again. Yes, that is right. Just once more, and oh, we can actually zoom out a bit more. No, we don't want to zoom out a bit more. We want to zoom in. Alt, get rid of this stuff. Oh, that was brutal. Absolutely brutal. They only actually took out the last half of the Stalkers, but oh, that was still very brutal. So there we go. All that stuff dying. Congratulations to Jaedong for just blowing the shit out of everything. And yeah, let's move on to the next set of semi-final games. It is going to be Tasia versus Bomber. Tasia, one of the best Terran players in the entire Starcraft 2 Masters level scene, whatever the hell it's called, and he's been in Grand Finals since I've been casting Grand Finals pretty much. He's been in a lot of tournaments, but on the other hand, Bomber, I mean, has been one of the most impressive players in this tournament so far. Never cast him before, but I've heard some good things about him, and his reputation is very well deserved because he did some really crazy stuff. His pressure play was absolutely insane. He did not let up for any of his games, and it really was hard for Scarlet to even win one game, but She did manage to do it, but eventually lost 1-3 to Bomber, and Bomber moved on to the semis. So, yeah, Bomber versus Tasia, that is going to be interesting because I've never seen... I don't know. I mean, there's very, very few Terran players that I would say could beat Tasia, but Bomber has the feel, he has the look like he can actually get in there and really, really make something happen. So it's going to be insane to see those games. Insane to cast them, insane to watch them, and we will be doing just that in just a little while. Tomorrow or the day after, you'll probably see that game. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. This has been Hairy Muppet. I hope you enjoyed this game.